Do you feel like you're working really, really hard and you're really trying to grow your business here and you're finding that even though you're showing up, you're posting, you're not getting consistent clients coming into your business? That's because your funnel, your sales funnel is either non-existent or it's just too overcomplicated. So in this episode of the Daily Dose, I'm going to be breaking down for you why your coaching sales funnel isn't working and exactly how you can actually fix it. All right. So the Daily Dose, I want to welcome you to, or welcome you back to another episode of the Daily Dose with yours truly, Janel Ranée. I hope you to transition into coaching full time without chasing clients, without self-sabotaging, or without sacrificing time with your family. And so I'm going to be, and the Daily Dose is actually an acronym for Divine Overflow of Spirit-Led Empowerment, where I sit with the Lord and whatever he pours into me, I pour out into you. And so this is what you're getting, the daily episode of encouragement, empowerment, and equipping on your journey of entrepreneurship. And so I'm excited to jump right into this this live in this episode. So the other day, just Saturday, I was at a birthday party with my daughter. And while I was there, I hadn't skated. I have not skated in forever, in years. And I used to skate all the time when I was younger. And I was excited. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll get my skates. I rented skates and I, laced up my skates and I went on the floor and it was like nothing. Like the minute I put these skates on, I was like, okay, what did I do? Like, what did I really do here? And I was so nervous and whatever. I get on the skating rink and literally within about 10 minutes I was flat on my face. I couldn't remember the system. I couldn't remember the flow of how to skate. And so afterwards, I mean, obviously I got back out there and I didn't fall after that one time. So I remembered the flow, right? I remembered like, okay, it's right foot, left foot, glide, right foot, left foot, glide. And in the same sense, it's the same thing with your sales flow. It's the same thing with your sales system, with your funnel. It's because the reason why your clients are falling flat, your sales are falling flat, just as I did, is because you don't have a simplified flow and a simplified rhythm. You don't have a strategic, simplified rhythm to be able to consistently have clients flowing in. And that is exactly what we're gonna break down. All right. It's really, your simplified sales funnel should help clients seamlessly glide. All right. They should be gliding through your sales process. And so there's a buyer's journey. And the buyer's journey is number one, the first at your top of funnel, that is awareness. This is when your clients are just getting to know you. They're now aware of you. They're aware of your content. They're aware of what you do and who you are. And then in the middle of funnel, right? This is the funnel. So the top of funnel is awareness. The middle of funnel is now consideration. So in the middle of funnel is where you're nurturing your leads, right? That can be done through a workshop, email marketing, just consistent, like a long form content, master classes, community forums. Like you will nurture your clients in the middle of funnel. And then at the very bottom, right? And in the middle is where there is the consideration phase of the buyer's journey. And then in the very bottom, the bottom of your sales funnel, this is where your clients are actually now in decision mode. Now they're making their decision, they're deciding. They know they want to work with you, but now it's a matter of like maybe some hesitancy when it comes to maybe timing, right? So they need just that sense of urgency at the bottom of the funnel. So that's the decision phase. And here is where you're going to have them either apply to work with you or jump on a sales call or maybe some DMs and your sales page. All right. And so that is the flow. And so I have a question for you. Are your sales falling flat in your business? Do you have an effective, seamless, systemized, simplified sales funnel setup for your business? If not, I'm going to be breaking down for you in this live, like exactly what you need to do. All right. And so I want you to really think about this. Do you have this set up for yourself? Because if not, it's either, like I said earlier, your sales process is either too complicated or non-existent. Simplicity scales while complex fails. If your sales funnel is too complicated, you're gonna be your sales will continue to fall flat. It's gonna fall flat on the face. Like you're gonna be your clients are gonna be slipping through the cracks if you do not have a simplified sales funnel. And the reason why I say simplified is so that you can keep up with it, and also your clients are not jumping through hoops to work with you. All right. And so, like I said, your simplified sales funnel should help clients glide seamlessly. All right. So they need to glide. So now I have the acronym for you. It's GLIDE. So the G is get visible. Okay. Get visible. Without visibility, no one can enter your funnel, right? You need that clear top of funnel. It doesn't matter how brilliant your offer is. If nobody knows it exists, right? So if no one knows you exist, it doesn't matter. Marketing is the heartbeat of your business. And so you have to make sure that you're putting yourself out there on a top of funnel that's comfortable for you. Like for me, I love showing up here live on YouTube. That is my top of funnel, as well as I do TikTok. I mean, I'm on TikTok. I do Instagram as well. But I love YouTube. I love going live because I hate editing. This flows seamlessly for me, right? And so instead of you spending hours like tweaking your website colors or like really just majoring on the minor stuff, right? And your client hasn't even seen like a post from you in weeks because you're out here doing all the things on the back end and you're not in your top of funnel. You're not showing up. You're not allowing your clients to be aware of you. And so that is number one. You have to do that. Okay. And so you got to get visible. And inside the Business by Belief Accelerator, you'll learn how to choose the right top of funnel platform and show up consistently with story selling messaging, story selling that connects with your offer. And this way you never ever run out of content, right? Like I took an experience that happened to me right on Saturday where I fell and immediately I thought of a content idea. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is exactly how my clients or my audience's clients are slipping through or their sales are falling flat. So you never run out of content ideas, ever, right? You take everyday life scenarios and create analogies that bring it right back to your offer. This way, you're not just visible, but you're magnetic. People now can relate to you. With story selling, it builds that connection. Also, you'll also, inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, we work on your origin story, right? Like, how did you create your framework? And I'll go into detail in that later on, but like, people want to know your story. They want to feel like they can relate to you and relate to your journey. They want to see themselves in your story, right? And so that is the G, okay? That is the G, get visible. And now we're going to move on to the L. The L is lead with confidence. Lead with confidence. Clients don't buy because you exist. They buy because they know, like, and trust you. And when you lead with confidence, your audience feels safe to invest, okay? They feel safe to invest when you are confident in what it is that you're offering, all right? And so, so inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, you'll build a middle of funnel, right? Where this is what warms up your leads. This is what nurtures your leads. So you're going to build a middle of funnel that warms leads, educates, and builds trust. So instead of chasing clients, we don't chase clients. So instead of chasing, you're constantly activating so that by the time they get on the sales call with you, they're already sold. They're already sold just from your content, your consistent content, whether it be email marketing, which I highly recommend. So email marketing, even if you get them in a one-to-many presentation, like a workshop or a master class, or a just consistent content showing up, this is how you nurture your leads, right? You want to actually get your leads off of social media and you want to have them in your email. You want to have them in your world. And this is how you warm them up in the middle of your funnel. So they're already sold. Before the sales call, they're already sold. They're like, how can I work with you? I want to work with you. I want to work with her because I love her system. I love her process. I love her clear magnetic messaging. I love her values, and all of this is taught inside of Business by Belief Accelerator. We break down how to have your message be magnetic to your best clients. And it's really just pouring out in the essence of who you are authentically, right? And just making it very clear, which I think I'm jumping ahead. Yep, I am jumping ahead. All right, so we're going to jump into the I in the G.L.I.D.E acronym. So that's the L, lead with confidence. And now we're going to jump into the I, which is invite with clarity, right? And so confused prospects, they never buy. Uncertainty kills sales faster than objections. And so clarity converts. When you are so clear on your offer and the transformation that you provide, it converts because it removes hesitation and gives your audience confidence to move forward. And so it's important to invite with clarity. And this is done inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, because you know what happens? It's like you get on these sales, right now you're getting on sales calls and you're talking in circles because you're unsure of how to articulate the value of your offer. So you're speaking about the features, you're speaking about all the other things that no one really, not to say they don't care about it, but what you need to be speaking about is the transformation. And so because there's no clarity, like you don't have a offer, like a system, your audience, they're confused. There's no clarity. All right, there's no clarity. So you're constantly like on your sales calls, you're getting like, oh yeah, I'll think about it, or I'll ask my husband, or I'll get back to you. This is what you're hearing constantly. And this is why your sales are falling flat, because you need to invite with a level of clarity. And inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, you'll craft a signature framework. So your process speaks for itself. So as a coach, you're literally guiding, you're coming alongside and guiding your client to reach the particular outcome that they want, right? They're currently in hell, and your process, your offer, your transformation is going to get them into the heaven that they desire to be in. And so we're inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, you're going to craft your signature framework. This is a 3 to 5 step framework. This is number one, the first thing that we do. This is in module 1 of my offer in my program. You're literally going to create your framework. This is your foundation. And this framework is going to sit in a premium offer. And then from there, this is where we're building out your marketing message and then your simplified sales funnel. But this is the foundation, creating your signature framework. Okay, your 3 to 5 step process. It's going to speak for itself. It's going to bring the clarity that your clients need to be throwing their credit cards at you. They need the clarity. They need to see how your process works. So your clients, they know exactly what transformation you deliver. So I'll think about it becomes, where's the link to register? Just last week, my client, my new client, she's like, when I saw you, she's like, I want her to be my coach. And she didn't want to hear anything else. She's like, I want your premium offer. Literally verbatim. I put it in my stories on in IG. Literally, I screenshot it and put it in my stories. Like, she's like, I want your premium offer. I need you to be my coach and mentor. This is what you want. You want people coming into your DM saying, I want you. Right? And this happens when you have that clarity, when you invite with clarity, and when you sell with that inner conviction. You have a clear systemized process that they can actually see the transformation. So you're not chasing any clients. You're showing up, you're making yourself findable for the ones that you're called to serve. And they are coming to you. All right. And so that is the I, invite with clarity. And you do that by creating your signature framework. All right. No more jumping through hoops. Now, the D in the G.L.I.D.E framework here, the G.L.I.D.E acronym that I have for you, is deliver with ease. I should have find it. Deliver with ease. So selling isn't scary. Selling is serving. Selling isn't sleazy. Selling is serving. Selling isn't selfish. Selling is serving. When your system is heavy and manual, when you have this like crazy complicated system, it's going to be too heavy. And so when you think of selling, it's going to feel like stress to you. But when you craft and create a simplified sales funnel, selling becomes a natural extension of serving. And so this is what I help you to create inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, because you'll create a simplified sales funnel that's effective and efficient. This moves clients seamlessly in your process. Remember at the top, I said your simplified sales funnel needs to glide. It needs to make your clients just glide. And so this is what we create. This is literally in module 3. We're going to be creating your simplified sales funnel. It's so simplified, so easy. You have a seamless top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel. It's not overcomplicated. If it's overcomplicated, you're going to be scattered. You're going to be scattered. Your clients are going to be scattered, and your money is going to be scattered. Right? And so, no, we don't deal with that. We want it simplified, seamless, sufficient, effective, efficient. We're going to strategize this. Okay. So while you're cooking dinner, while you're at the park with your kids, while you're resting, while you're watching a movie with your husband, aligned clients are applying to work with you. You're not out here chasing. Your clients, you're putting your offer out there. You're being very clear with the transformation. You have a framework that they can see how you're going to take them from point A to point B. So now they're like, okay, I just want to work with you. How do I work with you? Your clients are coming to you. They're applying to you. You have a systemized, simplified, seamless sales flow. You have a seamless sales funnel, a top of funnel that you love showing up on. I love showing up on YouTube. I love it. Top of funnel that you enjoy doing, a middle of funnel that is so seamless, and then a bottom of funnel, a sales call, application. That's it. It does not have to be complicated. By week 6, this is all set up inside of Business by Belief Accelerator. All right. And so that is the D. Okay. That is the D. You have to deliver with ease. It cannot be too overcomplicated. Your funnel cannot be overcomplicated. Remember, simplicity scales and complex fails. All right. So now the final letter is the E in this G.L.I.D.E acronym that I have for you today to allow clients to glide seamlessly through your sales funnel. And so the E is to expand through safety. So this is my favorite part of my coaching container, Business by Belief, because the reason why I named it Business by Belief, because truly your subconscious beliefs are responsible for 95% of your actions. It's responsible for your automatic nervous system. And so if your body doesn't feel safe, you're going to continue to be in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. Okay. And so this is what I love to do. I have so many tools and resources. Oh man, it's just so powerful. Like what I've been working on. I've created, not only do I have the resources, like written and documented resources, but I've created GPTs. I've created custom GPTs. So now, and my clients, they've been testing it and I love it. I've been using it. My clients have been using it and it's just so powerful. I just created my SAFE protocol is a 4-step protocol to get your body back into safety and to regulate your nervous system in real time. So if you find like when you show up to create content or to go live or to post, to get visible, if you find like your heart starts racing, your arms start sweating, you feel that knot in the bottom of your stomach, your chest feels tight, your jaw feels tight, like, and your body is physically uncomfortable. There's a 4-step process that I use. It's called the SAFE protocol. And now I have a GPT that literally guides you through it. I just created this and I'm just so pumped about it. Like, I'm so excited. I tested the safety protocol out. And it's so powerful. I cannot wait. Next call, I'm going to give it to my clients so that they can test it. But I just created this one GPT. So the other GPTs they've been using to help with their marketing, to help with creating their frameworks, to help with uprooting belief blocks. Like, I've been creating these GPTs and I'm telling you, they are just so godsend. Like, I'm just so grateful for just the ability to do this. It makes a process that was already seamless, but it even simplifies it even more because now it's just in your pocket, right? It's literally just in your pocket. You pull it out, you use a free version, and you're uprooting belief blocks, subconscious blocks that are hindering your business growth in real time. So your scaling requires your body to feel safe, right? So I say this all the time, your business will only grow to the extent of your belief system and your body's safety. So you will not scale to the level you want to get to. So right now, if you're at consistent, maybe 5K months and you're trying to get to 20K months, if you don't feel safe, if you're subconsciously thinking like, oh my gosh, for me to get to 20K months, it's going to take more work. It's going to be more stress. It's going to be less peace. It's going to be more responsibility. It's just going to require too much of me. So if you're subconsciously thinking that, your body is going to sabotage you. Your nervous system is going to sabotage you without you even realizing it. And so this is why the tools that I have in place helps you to have awareness. It brings the subconscious beliefs up to the surface so that you're now consciously aware of it. So now once you're aware of it, now you can do the work to transform and reprogram and rewire those belief systems. And once you rewire those belief systems, that's responsible for 95% of your actions and inactions. Now you're going to be showing up as that future version of yourself who can manage and maintain and sustain those 20K months. Every new level that you want to go to in your business, it requires a new set of beliefs. And so this is why when you have the tools in place, when you learn how to identify these subconscious belief blocks, you'll never, ever, ever continue to self-sabotage because now you're aware of it. Now you can identify it. I'm telling you, this is like what God has given to me. And it's literally through my own experience. Like I share my story all the time, but like, I know what it's like. I was a registered nurse in the emergency department. And so whenever I thought of making money, I would think of it as more stress. Like I would always be in a stressful environment. My nervous system was always wired for high stress. My cortisol levels were high. And so I related making money to stress. And so when sales started flowing into my coaching business, I didn't know what to do because I felt like the other shoe was going to drop. I thought like, oh my gosh, like my body did not feel safe. And so I had to do the work on me. I was afraid to show up to be visible. I was afraid to sell. I was afraid of people's opinions. I was afraid of judgment and rejection. And I have the tools and the resources that helped me that is now helping so many other women. Like last week, like what's today? Friday, this week. Weekly on my calls, it's just so powerful to see like when I get the testimonials from my clients, just the breakthroughs that they're having and how it's like literally allowing them to excel in their business. I'm just grateful. So let me go because I'll go on and on and on. So you can't expand if your nervous system equates visibility or selling with danger. And so that was me. Like my body, my nervous system was so used to being so frazzled in the emergency department, not frazzled, but like, like on high, like my stress levels were on high. I had to be on high alert. I'm dealing with people's lives. I'm literally saving lives. In the emergency department, you got to be quick, right? You got to think on your feet. You got to take fast action. You got to be able to assess quickly. And it's just beautiful because I get to bring some of that into my coaching. Like I can literally read my clients. Like I can tell them right then and there, like you're literally in freeze mode. Like you want to put listen to what you just said. You're in freeze mode. You're operating in freeze mode. Like I can identify like my gift of discernment and healing and really just having that trained eye and trained ear to assess quickly what my clients what they're really saying, right? They're saying one thing, but what is their body actually saying? What are their actions really saying? Your actions showcases your belief systems before your words. You can say something, but show me in your action. And it's in the word of God, right? Show me your, it's like, wait, what is the scripture? I think it's in James, where it's like, I'm butchering the scripture, but it's like, show me your action and I'll see your faith, or something like that. And we also know faith without works is dead. We know that one. But it was another one in James where it's like, show me your actions and I'll show you my faith by my actions, or something like that. I'm totally butchering it. Lord forgive me. But it's in scripture. Your actions are what's going to line up with what you truly believe. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So as you think, your subconscious mind, whatever you're thinking in your mind, that's the actions that you're going to embody. All right. And so inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, you're going to learn nervous system regulation tools from me, a registered nurse. So sales and visibility feel safe and sustainable. Instead of shrinking back, you step forward boldly, fearless, grounded, and ready to hold the success you've been praying for. So it's no more shrinking back. It's time to step forward. It is time to step forward. So inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator, I help you to transition into coaching full time without chasing clients, without fighting the algorithm, without self-sabotaging, without sacrificing time with your beautiful family. This is what we do inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator. I want to invite you to apply. The link will be in the description below. And I am going to do a quick recap on why your coaching sales funnel isn't working and how to fix it. We broke it down in this live on how to fix it. Your simplified sales funnel should help clients seamlessly glide. The GLIDE is an acronym. The first letter, G, is to get visible. The L, lead with confidence. All right, lead with confidence. Your clients want a leader that can help them, guide them. All right, invite with clarity. That's the I, invite with clarity. And that is done through having a signature framework, right? It has to be a clear picture of what it is. They have to see how you're going to get them from point A to point B. This builds trust. The D, deliver with ease. This overcomplicated, heavy funnel that you're working with is why your sales are falling flat. It's why you're falling on your face like I did in the skating ring on Saturday, right? This is why. So you need to deliver with ease, all right? You need a strategy that's not heavy and not overcomplicated. And then lastly, the E, expand through safety. You have to regulate your body. Your business will only grow to the extent of your belief system and your body's safety. All right. So this is the work we do inside of the Business by Belief Accelerator. I would be honored to see your application come in. And if you're a good fit, we'll jump on a call and we'll jump into how you're going to transition into consistent 10K plus months so you can finally go full time in your coaching business. I love you, and I'll see you in the next Daily Dose episode. And I'll see you then. Bye. Oh, before I go, I'm going to tell you, just as God told me, put one foot in front of the other, step out on faith, and trust God for the next step. I'll see you in the next one.